So for this video, I am going to show you how to do the axle peg, which is very similar to the hitch peg, and there's another part down below, I believe down below here somewhere. But hitch peg is very similar, except it doesn't have threading on it. It also doesn't have these flats that the axle peg has. Axle peg is a flat before you start your curve, and once you get to the top isn't all domed and rounded. The top also has this flat spot on it. So it's very similar, but there's slight subtle differences. That, and we also put threading on the end of it. So let's get started with that. So if you look at the drawing, I actually did this recording once and the audio didn't take, so it's kind of pointless to throw that up there, but I'm not going to go through the numbers again. I'll just walk through them here. So when we do this this revolve, this is the blue outline is really where we're looking to get to in the end. So all the numbers are up here, but I'll show you where I got them from. Like all other revolves of the other pegs that I've done, this horizontal is going to be the half of the diameter given, and the diameter in this one, it's a little tricky, but it's given right here. It says quarter 20 UNC by 1 with a 1/4 inch offset. So what that's telling me is 1/4 inch is the nominal diameter of this section of the bolt. So we've got a 1/4 inch diameter. That I'm going to cut that in half to get my radius here. The dash 20 UNC is the type of threading, which we'll get to later. And the by 1, or the times 1, is how long this whole section is. So the whole thing is 1 inch. This 1/4 inch offset is telling me that this last 1/4 inch of the base of the screw is not threaded. So again, we've got our 1/4 inch cut in half, so we've got a radius 125. And then from there we have our 1 inch. We do go all the way from the bottom to right below the button head is 1 inch. So at that point we need to go out across this horizontal to find that. As I said, the whole thing here is telling us the diameter of the base of the button head is 0.422. So this orange line is showing me that from the center out to the edge is half of that, 0.211. I'm actually going to make this correction. I believe that here is showing 0.211. Sorry about that. Glad I caught that. So again, we've got all the way is 0.211, and then just this little section here is 0.125 from down here. So to get just this little segment here, which is what we need to draw next, we're going to take the whole radius, 0.211, and we're going to subtract off the 0.125 over here. And I'm going to let Autodesk do that. I'm just going to type in this subtraction and it'll find the math for me. From there we have this little section that's flat vertical. So that's what this little blue line is here. And that dimension is given to us right there, 0.031. So we've gone from the base over the radius up the length of our dimension here. And then we've gone out based on this 0.422, and we've gone up the 0.031. We're going to stop there because we need to create this arc. The problem is we don't know where the arc ends. We know where it starts at the end of this line, but we don't know where it ends. So we need to draw again we need to go from the other side. We're going to draw from the center straight up, and that is going to be the 1 inch for the base of the screw, plus then we're given 0.125. This dimension is from where we leave off at the collar to the very top of the bolt. That's 0.125. So the grand total is just 1 plus 0.125. So again, we're going to start here, draw a line up, and then this flat here is representing the flat so that we can put the hex in. To do that, it looks like we have ourselves a diameter right here. The diameter is being shown 0.25 across the flat. So that's where this number came from, is half of that, because again we're working with a radius. So let me go back and get us into Autodesk. Alright, and I'm just going to start a new part, since again I've already done this recording, but the audio didn't catch. So we've got our new sketch, line command. We're going to start that bottom center. We're going to go over 0.125, the radius, and then we went up 1 inch. And then our next drawing, dimension told us that we had to go the 0.211 minus the 0.125 we already went at the base. From that we had to go up a vertical 0.031, so I'll type that in, and I'm going to hit OK, because that's really as far as I can go. The next step is going to be putting that arc in. So I'll go new line command, back to the bottom center. This was our vertical line, 1.125, and horizontally we went half of that 1/4 inch flat, and we stopped. So what we need to do now is create this arc, and the arc was just given as the dimension radius is 0.236. So again, I'm going to get my mouse to preview it as close as I can, and then type in the radius. And I'm going to hit finish sketch, and if you look at that, we have ourselves a closed loop. R on the keyboard is revolve. It's preset. It recognized in blue my profile. So all I need to do is click on this center axis, and it's preset also to a full revolve. So we hit green check mark, and we have ourselves the base, what I would call a blank. A blank is something that doesn't have the fine features to it, like this hex top or the threading in the bottom. So I'm going to stop this video here, and we will continue in part 2 as to how to put the hex on the top and the threading on the bottom.